Fox Sports.
Last night, Carl Crawford set the tone for the offense. And big right-hander Jeff Neiman dominated the White Sox for 8 innings, putting a stop to the Rays' 3-game skid. Tonight, American League wins leader David Price takes to the mound, searching for win number 8 on Sun Sports. Tonight, more of Rays baseball from Tropicana Field. The 7-game homestand continues. This game 2 of their series as the Tampa Bay Rays meet the Chicago White Sox. Hi again, everyone, and welcome to Rays baseball. With Kevin Kennedy, I'm Dwayne Stats. Great to have you with us tonight. Todd Callis will be along in just a few moments. Rays got back on the winning side of the ledger last night, added a game to their lead in the American League's Eastern Division, now up by 4.5. Kevin, they're looking for an improved offense. I thought they did get better at bats last night, starting in the very first inning with Carl Crawford.
Well, there's no question the key to the offense, the catalyst, is Carl Crawford. We know he can steal bases. We know he can go the other way, but once in a while he can do that. And he jumped on the first good fastball he saw last night in his first at-bat in the first inning, got the Rays on the board. A sacrifice later. You look at the numbers, 322 overall. The runs scored 36, 59 hits, stolen bases 15. Not a surprise. The on-base percentage pushing 380. He's done everything. The ideal number 2 hitter, definitely the catalyst.
And on the mound tonight, the Rays left-hander David Price, not happy with his last outing. He hung in there and got a win, but after a slow start in Houston, it took that recovery. And he's been looking forward for this start since his last one.
Yeah, and he's had a little difficulty against the White Sox, too, so he's up for that as well. It's just about fastball command, and he just didn't have that in his last outing. But for the most part, all season long, as he leads the American League in wins with 7, he has had excellent fastball command. He's thrown some good breaking balls, a good off-speed breaking ball to go with that, and therefore the ERA you're looking at 2.41 is 4th in the American League. So I expect him to rebound. He's on a mission tonight, and especially against this White Sox ball club.
Yeah, the pitching matchup, David Price here, 7-1 against Freddie Garcia, who's had a distinguished career. Veteran right-hander out of Venezuela. He's the number 5 starter, but when he's right, he is still a very tough competitor to deal with. So it'll be Price against Garcia, and when we come back, Todd Callis will take a closer look at Reed Brignac, the rookie infielder. He's in the lineup again tonight.
Rays winning last night's game by the score of 5-1. One of the key components to the Rays' start this season, with the best record in baseball, has been their rookie shortstop and second baseman, Reed Brignac. Brignac continues to hit close to 300 and is doing just about everything the Rays could have hoped when he made the team out of spring training. Remember, it was no guarantee he was going to be on the final 25-man roster, and it wasn't until a Matt Joyce injury that really solidified things. But Brignac hustling, playing really solid defense. He went to his right here. That's the play that Joe Madden's going to talk about. He's also going to talk about how Reed did not make this play last year, moving to his left. Brignac has become the full second baseman defensively, and here are his numbers in relation to the other AL rookies. Fourth in average, 292. Tied for second in RBIs with 18. 28 hits, 41 total bases, good for third. And our Geico quote of the game, Joe Madden talks about how Reed Brignac is doing a little bit of everything, including impressing him defensively.
Second base, I mean, you remember if you roll back the tape last year, I was kind of like concerned about that with him at second base. We played a game in Baltimore last year, and we have a really great vantage point in the dugout there, moving very late on balls to his left. Not anymore. You saw the play made that was to his right last night, but the play on Poppy, that ball was scalded. He's turning double plays, choppers up the middle, balls to his left. He's playing really a strong defense at second base, where you could think he could be an everyday major league second baseman too. Still have him at shortstop, but he's really changed my mind about him at second base.
Brignac in the lineup, batting eighth tonight. He and his double play partner are 8 and 9. Dwayne and Kevin will have the lineup with a little different look to it this evening when they come back, and also the first pitch as we're ready for baseball. It's the Rays and the White Sox in high definition. Enjoy the game next, right here on Sun Sports.
Toyota moving forward. By Publix, where shopping is a pleasure. And by AT&T. Find out what's possible with the nation's fastest 3G network. AT&T. Rethink possible. Back at Tropicana Field for Game 2 of this 4-game series with the Chicago White Sox in town. And the Chicago lineup goes this way. Juan Pierre in the leadoff spot at left, followed by the shortstop Alexi Ramirez, and center fielder Alex Rios. The first baseman, Paul Konerko, pretty good number in his lifetime in a couple appearances against David Price. Konerko, the cleanup man, followed by Andrew Jones in the lineup at DH tonight is Carlos Quentin. Jason Nix at third. Ramon Castro will do the catching, and Gordon Beckham is at second, batting ninth.
David Price looking to rebound from a little bit of a tough outing, although he still got the win in 5 innings at Houston last week in his last outing. 9 starts overall, 1 complete game and a shutout. The record is 7-1. That leads the American League. 2.41 earned run average is 4th. 59 2/3 innings. 2-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. Excellent opponent's batting average against at 2.06. And the key for David, of course, is just fastball command to get that going once again. The defense behind David tonight: Carl Crawford in left, B.J. Upton back out there in center field after a couple of days off. Ben Zobrist in right field. Around the infield, left to right, Evan Longoria, Jason Bartlett, Reed Brainiac, and Carlos Pena, and John Jaso once again behind the plate for David Price.
And there's Joe Madden, the Rays skipper. He has his club in first place in the AL East, 4.5 in front of New York, 6.5 in front of both Boston and Toronto at the start of the day. And Joey Cora will be the acting manager for the White Sox. Ozzie Guillen missing this game for his son's graduation. First pitch, and it's a fastball inside. 1 ball, no strikes to Pierre. Pierre hitting .254 right now. Takes another one in. 2-0. Longoria in a little bit at third base. Pierre can bunt. And Price falls behind him. 3-0.
You know, the first 2 fastballs he missed, that delivery and that last one, you could see him slow down and try to guide it in there just to get a strike in, and consequently he missed even worse.
And there's ball 4. So a walk on 4 pitches, and the White Sox have a base stealing threat aboard.
Again, he's just trying to get a strike in, and knowing what Pierre's going to take, and he leaves it way inside to Juan. So he just got to get over that front leg, get that finish on there, and drive the ball down right through his target to John Jaso.
It's Alexei Ramirez. That pitch is high and away, and Jaso's going to have an early visit with Price in that start in Houston. He walked 3 in the first. He gave up a 3-run home run to Pedro Feliz and made 41 pitches and just could not find consistent command of his fastball to begin with.
Yeah, 88 pitches in those 5 innings, and the 3 walks, as you said, right out of the chute in the first inning. And of course, then Pedro Feliz got a fastball right down the middle, hit it out of the ballpark.
Over to first, and Pierre is back, and it was something of a remarkable recovery for Price to go 5 innings and throw only 88 pitches after making 41 in the first inning of that game.
Well, sometimes you drop a nice curveball in here, it'll help you get your fastball back.
There goes the runner. Good jump. Pitch is a strike, and the throw is not in time, and Pierre got a great jump to steal that base easily. His 19th steal of the year.
Yeah, that's why he's the wrong guy to walk. Great jump is right. He just went first move. Good throw by Jaso, but no chance to get Pierre.
Pierre's a guy, wherever he's gone in his career, he's been pretty smart, because he will take instruction and advice from veteran players or retired players. There's a ground ball and a base hit through the hole on the left side. Pierre had to wait for it to go through, so he stops at third. And Ramirez has a base hit. The White Sox have something going here, first and third.
Yeah, Juan holds up right here, not knowing exactly where Jason Bartlett was. Jason was playing right behind him at first. I don't think Juan realized that. But with nobody out, it's the right move. Just make sure. And the White Sox have runners at the corners. Yeah, Juan, when he was in Los Angeles, he did exactly what they signed him for. People complained about the 5-year, $44 million deal, but he hit 300. He stole 50 bases a year. That's what he's supposed to do.
Rios. And the pitch is a strike. I think I go back to the time he was with the Rockies and Dave Collins. There's a guy who worked a lot with him on bunting.
Sure did.
You know, this guy could pick up a hit a week bunting. Pierre. Ground ball foul.
Well, you know,
and Maury Wills with the Dodgers spent time talking with him about stealing bases, and he was readily acceptable as a student, and that is bodes so well for a player.
And Ned Colletti, really, the GM of the Dodgers, traded him really as a favor because he was the fourth outfielder with the emergence of Andre Ethier.
Swing and a miss. Rios is out on strikes. He threw a slider in there to get him, and that's a very big strikeout to a guy who's having a very good year.
Sure is. This is a nice 87-mile-an-hour slider. Great tilt to that. Great depth to it. That's a put-away slider right there. We really haven't seen David throw as many of those. We've seen him go to that slower curveball more, and that's a nice put. That's more of a put-away pitch, that hard slider. I like that with 2 strikes.
And he's also in the part of the lineup that, in his brief exposure to the White Sox, they've been tough on him. You know, Rios 4 for 6, Konerko 4 for 6, Jones behind him 3 for 8, and there are home runs. Each one of the top 2 hitters here that he's faced, Rios and Konerko, have hit home runs off him. Jones has 2 off him. So this is a dangerous part of this lineup for David Price. And a ground ball to third, down to second, 1, first base 2, double play. It's so dangerous that he coaxes a double play following a strikeout, and he pitches himself out of a presented in beautiful HD by H.H. Gregg. Quick look at the Rays lineup. A little different look tonight. Ben Zobrist leading off, followed by Crawford and Jaso third. Longoria, Pena, and Blaylock, followed by Upton, Brignac, and Bartman. Freddie Garcia ready to go to work, and the first pitch is high to Ben. 1 ball and no strikes.
33-year-old Freddie Garcia comes in with a 5.68.
And a little tap out in front of the plate. Castro's throw to first will get Zobrist for the first out.
Freddie, for a number 5 starter, I mean, that's just what they've got him for. He's done a pretty good job. Now, he had a rough outing against Florida last time out. Gave up 7 earned runs, but he's had some really good starts. And he maxes out about, Ozzie takes him out about 100 pitches. Of course, it's Joey Cora tonight, but 99 to about 103 is where they feel he'll hit the wall. But he still has that good changeup, good split, changes speeds, not really overpowering, good sink, gets a lot of ground ball outs.
Fastball approaching the upper 80s. He missed to Crawford. Pitch high. 2-0 Ozzie Gee, and his son Ozzy's graduating over in Miami Gardens tonight, and he has signed a letter of intent to play baseball at the University of South Florida. 3-0 now, the count to Crawford, and so it's Joey Cora who will manage this Chicago ball club tonight. Carl is aboard. He walks on 4 pitches. And we'll see the Rays now with Garcia out there. He's been a guy you can run on.
You bet. Both pitchers walking, the best base stealer that the opposition has tonight. Pierre, of course, in left field defensively as well. Alex Rios in center and Andrew Jones in right around the infield. Jason Nix gets to start at third. Alexi Ramirez at short. Gordon Beckham at second. Paul Canerco at first base. And that was Ramon Castro giving that little tapper behind the plate. The tapper hit by Ben Zobrist.
John Jaso in the third spot tonight. Moved to first, and Carl is back in.
A little flinch right there. Carl looked like he wanted to go right out of the chute. First pitch.
Well, the Rays did show some signs of being a little more aggressive, a little more life in that lineup last night than we've seen. So they may be ready to force the issue here against the White Sox again tonight. One on with one out. The pitch is a strike. Rays remember Castro catching because he caught the perfect game thrown by Mark Burley last year against the Rays. And a start and a stop by Carl. Slide step, quick delivery there by Garcia, and he missed. It's 1-1. In fact, I think that was the first time Castro and Burley had ever worked together.
How about that?
And he threw a perfect game with Castro behind the plate.
That's a special memento for a catcher. You know, it's interesting. It was Landon Powell caught the perfect game for Dallas Braden, and he's back down in the minor leagues now, but at least he had one good start behind the plate before Kurt Suzuki came off the DL.
Little tap by the mound to second. Beckham, Ramirez, and over to first, and Jaso grounds into a double play. Each team turning a double play in the first. No score. The Rays season ticket plans available, ensuring you the best seats, the biggest savings, and all the great benefits, including things like postseason opportunities. Visit RaysBaseball.com or call 888-FAN-RAYS tonight. Friday night at the ballpark. White Sox in tomorrow night, Sunday afternoon, and then the Rays hit the road. Andrew Jones hits one in the hole. It's short. Bartlett with a long throw, but it's on the money. And Jones is out of there. One pitch and one out here in the second. Tonight's poll question is again brought to you by Autoway. Autoway, if you need a car, truck, or van, who are you going to call? Autoway. Call 1-800-SHOP-AUTOWAY and text 789-789 to make your choice. What's your favorite Hall & Oates song? Kiss on My List, Private Eyes, Maneater, Say It Isn't So, and Rich Girl. Standard message and data rate apply. Well, they'll be here tomorrow night following the game. There's a strike to Carlos Quentin. How many albums have they sold? Something like 200 million?
Man, they're great. I mean, that's their songs. You know, I was actually in spring training with the Cardinals in 1982, and they were really at the height.
Really going strong.
Yeah.
Back into left field, and Crawford is right there for it. Yeah, I think they were probably beyond their Private Eyes hit by then. 82, you probably had all of those lyrics memorized.
Oh, yeah. Well, the reason I bring it up is it was permeating in the clubhouse all the time, all their music. Used to stay with. It used to be the old Bayfront Concourse right down the street.
Yeah,
remember that?
Yeah.
That's where our team hotel was.
That's right.
Just had to walk across the street to the ballpark. That's all we had to do.
Jason Nix, third baseman tonight, takes a pitch high. A ball and no strikes. And that's a strike. The outside part of the plate. Cut right there. And it's 1-2. Nix has some power. A 1-2 count. Price got the strikeout and the double play to get him out of a little first inning spot. 2 up, 2 down in the second. And he's ahead of Nix. 2-2.
You know, thinking about that double play, too, you know, Evan Longoria never hesitated thinking second base because Juan Pierre froze on that ball. You could have gone home to make sure a run didn't score, but, you know, he knew Paul Konerko was running, and he threw a strike to second. Brignac did the same thing to first.
Back through the middle, and Brignac's there to glove it and throw to Pena. Nix is out of there, and 1-2-3 go the White Sox. Bottom of inning 2. Patrick Cancer Foundation. For every Tampa Bay Rays home run televised on Sun Sports and Fox Sports Florida. Evan Longoria got into the home run act last night, his 10th of the year. He leads off the second tonight against Freddie Garcia. Pitch is a strike. Longoria connected to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Connecting with a Gavin Floyd fastball.
Fastball in, and he just was all over it. Beautiful swing. Well, Freddie Garcia is a guy you got to go the other way. He's all about off speed, changing speeds, getting you a hit off the end of the bat.
Tapper back at third. Nix with the throw. Longoria's out of there. One gone in the second inning.
Like that into the bat.
Yep.
That's his game. You got Zobrist, you got Jaso, you got Evan out front. You got to really think right field if you're a right-handed hitter. And of course, for Carlos Pena, the opposite field, left field, as he steps to the plate.
Carlos has had trouble with Garcia throughout his career. Just 4 for 33 against him. 8 home runs this year for Pena. Pitch is high. A ball and no strikes. And as you mentioned earlier, Kevin, Garcia has pitched pretty well, although he struggled the last time out against the Marlins. He gave up 7 runs, 7 hits, and 2 1/3. Gave up 3 home runs and 2 doubles in that outing. With a towering fly ball, not all that deep, higher than it is deep. And Rios makes the catch in center field.
Yeah, for a number 5 starter, I mean, it's a good guy to have, a veteran guy. He doesn't throw it in the 90s anymore. He used to throw pretty hard at one time, but he has a split. He sinks it. Just a smart pitcher.
Now Hank Blaylock takes a slow breaking ball, a curveball for a strike. Hank's a .313 lifetime average against Garcia. And tried to check, but that's a strike. Another breaking pitch. But prior to that start against the Marlins, Garcia had a run of 3 very good starts. And he strikes out Blaylock. Had him out in front. A lot of slow stuff there, including a couple of breaking balls. World. And tonight before the game, 20 students were recognized as part of the Bright House Network's Volunteer Youth Service Awards. High school students chosen for their academic accomplishments as well as volunteerism and contributions made in the communities where they live and where they go to school. So congratulations and a great job to those youngsters here from our community. 1-0 pitch to Castro is cued down to Pena at first. Carlos makes the play unassisted. Speaking of youth, we want to recognize a great Rays fan, Howard Damask. He's 99 years old today.
Oh, awesome.
He's watched every telecast the Rays have ever had.
Wow.
Starting in 1998.
Very cool.
And so happy birthday to Howard.
Happy birthday.
His family wanted to surprise him, and we hope we've done that. And we know that he'll bring good fortune to the Rays by watching tonight. Look at that.
Was that a instant replay? What was that?
Beckham is out of there. Pena unassisted.
Same at bat as Castro. David, got his off-speed stuff going too. You saw Freddie Garcia. Jeez.
Yeah, how about that? He really worked Blaylock over a couple breaking balls and a split changeup.
Yeah.
And he just dominated that at bat.
72-mile-an-hour curve. That's a slow curve by Freddie Garcia.
Another pitch to Pierre is low. A ball and no strikes. A little bit off the plate, says Chad Fairchild.
You know what's interesting about Juan Pierre, the only knock, he's never been a high on base guy working the count. He's never been a guy, 390 on base percentage, but he has been a 300 hitter.
And that's a strike.
He does it by swinging the bat. And he steals you, when he plays every day, he steals, anywhere from 50 to 65 bases.
Ground ball to third. Evans there, and the throw to first is there as well. 3 ground balls. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. We go to the bottom of the third.
Night before, so he's been chomping at the bit to get back in there. You can see he was working a little soft toss here with Derek Sheldon, working on going right back through the middle. He said to Joe Madden yesterday, Skip, I'm ready to play. And Joe said, just take one more day, relax, and we'll get you in there. So you know, guys, that B.J. Upton is thrilled to be back in that Rays lineup tonight. Back to you.
Here he is leading off the bottom of the third. And he takes the first pitch. It's in there. Well, behind in the count.
Dwayne, that drill they were doing, that's a great drill for a guy like Freddie Garcia, because you've got to go up the middle the other way. And right away he pulls off.
And that's been the story. He's been behind in the count a lot and has consistently pulled off pitches.
Yeah, see that ball's away. You can see where BJ's head ends up in the third base dugout.
1 ball, 2 strikes, and that a veteran pitcher like Garcia is all over that scouting report.
You bet. Absolutely.
The 1-2. And a fly ball into center field. That's going to be in there for a base hit and more as it skips past Rios. BJ's around second and on his way to third, and he's in there easily. A triple for BJ Upton. Upton's first triple of the year. So after 2 days off in his first at bat, he got behind in the count, but found one he could handle here.
Yeah, he got a hanger. He pulled off one, but he didn't pull off that one. He waited. It's a hanging little breaking ball. And that's a nice short swing. That's not a huge finish right there. That's just a nice short swing. Contact swing. And look at the ball jump off your bat. And Rios misplays that, really. He did a direct line to the ball, and instead of taking an angle to cut it off, and it cost him an extra base. So BJ gets the triple.
Well, let's hope that that's the start of something good for BJ, as the Rays lineup could really use his production.
Oh, big time. Absolutely. Big right-handed bat they need.
Here's Reed Brignac. And he shoots one into right field. That's in there for a base hit. And the Rays take the 1-0 lead as Reed Brignac drives in his 19th run. Just like that, the Rays are out in front.
I tell you what, it's really going to be tough to get that man right there out of the lineup. Reed Brignac answers again. This ball is down, kind of drifts over the plate. Again, off speed, and he makes sure he just tries to get it in the air. And drops a single in front of Andrew Jones, and that's his 19th RBI.
Yeah, he came in hitting .333 with men in scoring position, and he just had some very solid at-bats the first couple months of this season. Reed back in at first. So Brignac puts the Rays on top. The triple by Upton and the base hit by Reed. Bartlett puts down a bunt, fielded by Garcia. The throw to Canerco at first moves Brignac up to second on that bunt. The Rays have another man in scoring position for the top of the order as Bartlett sacrifices Brignac up a base.
Yeah, you know what? Smart move by Jason Bartlett. Get a man over, maybe try to get a bunt base hit out of it. He did get it back to the box, but he'll take it. And another runner in the scoring position with one out.
Zobrist takes the pitch low. Ben leading off today with Bartlett down in the lineup in the number 9 spot. And Jason has bunted a guy into scoring position for Zobrist. That's a strike at the knees. And out a little tapper in front of the plate his first time. That's a pop-up foul ball. Nix is after it and runs out of room. Just a few feet out of his reach.
I'll tell you what, Garcia's stuff is so slow, you've got to recoil a couple of times to stay back on him. It's tough to stay back on him with that curveball being 72 miles an hour. His split is at 80. BJ Upton waited, though. He got one up in the air. Waited nicely on that hanger he got.
Garcia wants Castro out for a little conference. Freddie Garcia, 33 years old. He started his career in the Houston organization. He was signed out of Venezuela and was a big-time prospect developed through their system and wound up in Seattle as part of the deal that sent Randy Johnson to Houston. One-two upstairs. Fastball about 88.
Just for show right there. That's what that conversation was about with Castro and Garcia. They might double up on that, or they come back off speed. Probably come back off speed.
And they get him. Cut to miss.
It looked like a little backdoor cutter right there, about 83 miles an hour. Take a look. It's off the outside corner, away, up and away. You got to really think left field with him.
2 gone. Here's Crawford. It's a strike. Garcia changes speeds a lot, gives you a lot of different looks. Upstairs, fastball, and so far that fastball's topped out at about 88.
Now, I would think with Jaso hitting behind Crawford, as hot as Crawford is, and a base open, and Carl can't steal, that he wouldn't get anything close to the plate. Kind of pitch around him.
And he misses.
And that's no disrespect to Jaso, but he's a young guy, and the disadvantages to Jaso, because he's never seen Freddie before, except for that first at bat in the first inning. So, I mean, it's like, who are you going to pitch to? Now they just may walk him. Let's see. No. It's like Castro standing up like they were just going to walk him.
That's right. 2-1 to count to Crawford.
He'll try to get Crawford out, but he'll just try to paint corners. If he misses, so be it.
Let's see if Crawford will get himself out here. There's a pop down the left field side. Nix into foul territory, back out there after it. Changed up on him. So the Rays pick up a run at the end of 3, 1-0 Rays. With exclusive on-field seating in the Checkers Bullpen Cafe. Available dates are filling up fast. Act now to make your private group reservations right behind the Rays bullpen. Call 727-825-3406 or go online at raysbaseball.com. Now Alexei Ramirez takes the pitch too low. 4th inning is underway. 28 pitches through 3 innings for Price. He didn't miss by much on that one. 2-0. So after that little first inning, when he walked a man and gave up a base hit, now there's ball 3 to Ramirez. Price has been pretty stingy with his pitches. 3-0 here. He had gone 5 pitches into the at bat with Jason Nix. And there's a strike to Ramirez. And he had a couple other 4-pitch at bats, and here's a 4-pitch at bat right now. 3-1.
3-0. He just went right at him. So here it is. How about that? Right at the knees.
Now he walks Ramirez. So the leadoff man aboard via the walk. The second given up by David Price. Time for our AT&T trivia question already here in the 4th inning. Jeff Neiman off to a 5-0 start with the win last night. Who's the only other Rays starter to begin the season 5-0 or better for that matter? Alex Rios. Pitch is down and in. Into deep left. Crawford back. He's going to look up, and that's going to get out of here. A home run on a 1-0 pitch. Alex Rios hits his 10th home run of the year, and that will make it a 2-1 ball game, Chicago. Now, Rios is having a very good year. He struck out on a good slider in the first. I think he hit a slider here.
Yep, it's exactly what it was. This one was flat, though. The one he struck out on had great tilt and depth. This is just a hanging slider. A little flat. David got underneath it. Nothing wrong with the pitch selection, just didn't execute it.
Here's Paul Konerko. Pitch is high. And Price wants another baseball from the plate umpire Chad Fairchild. So the Rays are the run in the 3rd. The White Sox with 2 in the 4th. There's a strike. 1-1. The home run by Rios, the 5th allowed by Price this year, and all 5 have been hit by right-handed hitters.
David had a pretty good rhythm going there. In this inning, he elected to start Ramirez off with 2 curveballs to get behind the count. And really hasn't doubled up on his 95 fastball yet.
A high fly ball to left off a fastball, and Crawford is there to make the catch for the first out. 1 away. Let's go to Todd Callis again.
72 degrees inside Tropicana Field. We're not sure about the conditions tomorrow night outside of Tropicana Field for our Rays Live, the pregame show. We're taking it outside for the first time in a regular season game. Rays Live, the pregame show. Tailgate Saturday. Prizes, autographed baseballs, autographed bats, and much more tomorrow at 6:30.
I have a question, Todd.
Yes.
And Jones takes that first pitch, fastball wide for a ball. Will your partner in the pregame show, Brian Anderson, wear a headband outside tomorrow?
He has threatened to wear the headband, and I just don't think it's a good look for him. I'm thinking more like the bandana. He's kind of got that Bret Michaels rock star look to him. So I think he's got maybe a bandana, but I don't think a headband will be a great look.
How about the tank top, Todd?
We're just hoping it doesn't rain tomorrow, guys. That's what we're hoping for.
That's going to be great out there. And I can see, Brian's got that little circle face, and a headband would look good right on top of that.
That's a good call, the Bret Michaels look.
Yeah.
It is, yeah.
2-2. Pitch is wide, a full count to Jones now, 3-2. It's fouled back. 3-2 2 fastball.
Boy, that was a healthy swing right there. Andrew was 3 away from 400 home runs. He was looking for 398 right there.
It's 9 home runs this year. And the pitch is down. He gives up another walk. So that's 3 walks in this game already for Price. He had a little trouble when he started this game. Seemed to find it and then pitched well. They got the strikeout of Rios. Had a 1-2-3 second, a 1-2-3 third, but struggled a little bit with his command here in the 4th. You can see his 4th inning pitch counts up to 18 now. Carlos Quint. He misses Quint. 1-0. Strikeout and walk ratio.
Yeah, ideally you like a 3-to-1 strikeout to walk ratio. That would be considered good.
Foul back by Clinton. It's 1-1.
2-to-1's all right, but 3-to-1 is what you shoot for.
Fastball, and it's a ball and 2 strikes.
Yeah, that's a healthy fastball right there. He jammed him on that one. Quentin's a pretty good fastball hitter. That's the pitch he likes to jump on for his home runs.
And it's down. Quentin's average coming into this game 211, but that represents a nice little increase. His average was down in the low 170s. But he's been better in his last 10 games or so. And there's a strike. Breaking ball that drops in there, and he's called out on strikes. A parting word with Chad Fairchild.
Well, David's been trying to get the command of his breaking stuff, and this time he did on the 76 curveball, back door right there, right on the outside corner. That's a beauty of a pitch right there, because he is a good fastball hitter, Quentin. So you can see what David's trying to do. He's trying to get his secondary pitches working, and so far it's been a little bit difficult, but that was a beauty.
Jason Nix, a pitch down and in. Pick up by Jason. Jones at first, 2 outs, 2 runs home. Runner starts and stops, and the pitch is foul. The fastball. That's a mid-90s fastball there at 95.
Yeah, and Andrew Jones he's got 7 stolen bases, and he was going to go first move right there. And I tell you what, he would have had a great jump. He's thinner. He worked out this offseason, lost some weight. He's more athletic than he's been the last 2.5 years. He had really ballooned up.
Walk the home run. 2 outs, a walk in between the outs. Jones is at first, and it's 1-1 to Nix.
This is 94 miles an hour, but down and away. Around the outside corner, tough pitch to catch up with.
Yeah, the location of that pitch makes it tough to begin with, and a little velocity behind it. Two. the third. White Sox with a run in the fourth. Strike three call. Nix caught looking at a fastball. 2-run score. A man left. In the bottom of the fourth. Time to get the answer to our trivia question, brought to you by AT&T. Neiman off to a 5-0 start. The only other Rays starter to do that or better is James Shields. He began the 07 season 6-0. Jaso takes the pitch for strike one. The Rays' young catcher, followed by Evan Longoria and then Carlos Pena. Check swing and a foul ball.
77. You just gotta sit, and think opposite field.
Jaso plays off. Checked in time. Last time the Rays saw Garcia was back in 06. End of August in 06. They scored 5 runs on 7 hits and 7 innings, and he managed to win out of that. 2-2.
He's just changing off his changeup. That's what he's doing. He's making it so tough. Then he'll pop a fastball up and in once in a while to keep you honest at about 88 miles an hour.
Jaso fouls this one. Yeah, that fastball has been 86 to 88. And then the change sub 80.
He threw one curveball, 72.
Yep. Ground ball right side. Beckham from the outfield. Jaso's out number 1. Base is empty for Evan Longoria. Same 2 teams tomorrow, 6:30. That pregame show outdoors leading up to the start made by Wade Davis and John Danks tomorrow evening. Pitch to Evan Longoria's high, 1-0. We understand there's no cover for the pregame, and that means no protection for the talent and no cover charge if you'd like to be a part of it. There's a strike, so there's no cover either way there for Todd Callis and Brian Anderson.
Might have a little sunscreen even in the late afternoon.
High pop up. That's going to come back foul, and wind up in the stands, 1-2. Evan with 10 home runs. He's now third in the league in runs batted in. He has 39. This one down the right field side toward the corner. Jones on the run, but he runs out of room and the ball is out of play. So back to the plate comes Longoria to continue this at bat. Hits him. Garcia hits Longoria with that 1-2 pitch.
Look what he was trying to do right here. Yeah, I just got away from 79-mile-an-hour off-speed pitch right there. Just got away from him.
And here is Carlos Pena. One on, one out for Pena. Pitch is low. 1 ball, no strikes. We'll be chatting with the Rays skipper Joe Madden leading into the next inning. You don't want to miss that. Pena bounces this one foul. It's 1-1.
Well, so far he'll throw 4 off-speed pitches for every fastball, so you're just better off thinking off-speed, obviously, instead of waiting for that one fastball that you may not get, and if you do get it, it probably won't be a strike.
Carlos hits it foul through the coaching box.
All change-ups to Carlos, 3 in a row.
And Garcia wants a new baseball from Chad Fairchild. A lot of hitters will look for the fastball, try to adjust to the off-speed stuff. What do you do with him?
You sit off speed. I mean, you can't really now. You might stick a fastball, but before early in the count, you sit off speed. And you think opposite field. You think left center. Because, you know, if a guy's going to throw you one fastball every 5 or 6 pitches, that fastball's not going to be a cookie down the middle. I guarantee you. It's going to be off the outside corner, or it's going to be up and in just to stand you up.
Evan, the runner at first. 1 on, 1 out. 1-2 the count to Pena.
I mean, batting practice speed is, 75 to 80 from your batting practice pitches. So that's what you do. You act like it's a batting practice pitch. It's off speed. You go left center.
Garcia taking a lot of time here, making Pena wait. Runner goes. The pitch, a swing and a miss. Pena's out on strikes, and Longoria steals second.
Those
More
were
off-speed stuff.
Those were all off-speed. He didn't get one pitch hard. Those are all change-ups, every one of them. Change-ups and splits, all the same velocity.
So Longoria steals his 9th. Take Blaylock. Cut the miss. Strike 1, and he's just going more and more. Change.
Those are pull swings, and really what you do too on a guy like this, you can crowd the plate, get on the plate, closer to the plate. Take that pitch away from him.
A swing and a miss again.
See, those are all full swings. Runner at second base. I mean, again, it's hitting it pretty hard as far as going opposite field. It's easier said than done, but those are all, that's a backdoor little cutter there. But they're all in the same velocity, 79 to 82, 83.
It's up.
Another backdoor cutter.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Garcia, the last few years, has had a lot of shoulder issues. Making his 9th start tonight. And a check swing. And Blaylock is going to be out. Thought for a moment he might have made contact, but he tried to check his swing, did not, and is thrown out at first on strikes to retire the.
JB struggling just a bit, so he just moving back into the 9-hole. And again, I always look at it as a circular lineup, so JB feeds into Zoe very nicely.
Castro leading off and fouling a pitch back into the screen.
Joe, obviously Freddie Garcia is a different pitcher than he was back in his Seattle days. A lot of off-speed stuff. Easier said than done to say go the other way to the hitters.
You know, I remember I was talking to Davey when I was with the Angels back in the day. He was pitching for Seattle primarily at like 94, 95, 96 with that changeup you're saying today. So the disparity was huge. Now he's obviously the velocity is closer to the changeup velocity and the slider, but he's pitching out there with the guile of a veteran. I mean, he's making great pitches. He's got us off balance, and we have to obviously be patient and swing at strikes.
And you have BJ back in the lineup tonight. A couple of days away, doing him good.
Yeah, I don't know if you guys saw that, but that ball he hit the left center looked like it really hooked at the end. I mean, big time, and it went away from Rios. Nice first at bat. He should be refreshed, and hopefully we'll see more of that over the next couple of days.
Hey, Joe, David Price got it together a little bit. I know the breaker, I think it was a little slider, got up to Rios, but he's starting to get his secondary pitches down, isn't he?
Yeah, I mean, David has done pretty well with his secondary pitches. That's a pretty good pitch right there, actually. Yeah, he's done better with his curve, his slider, his change, etc. I just like to see better location, a more consistent location with the fastball. Once he gets that, all this other stuff is going to be lights out.
Hey, we just want to make sure that we clarify that that opinion you had of ball 2 is you're not disputing a ball and strike ball. So
merely expressing an opinion from over here on the side.
There you go. Joe, thank you very much for spending time with us.
My pleasure,
Let's go get
it. All right.
Full count here to Ramon Castro. Beckham next, and then Pierre. This one has popped up, and it's going to be fouled and out of play.
But Joe's right. At the fastball command, everything will work off of that. We touched on that in the open. And I know in the pregame show as well, we talked about that. It's all about the fastball command. For Dave, that's going to make his off-speed stuff so much better.
Full count to Ramon Castro, the Chicago catcher. And this one is ripped down the line toward the corner. And the ball is fair and gets out of here. It was a fair ball over the low wall by that 3:15 marker. And boy, that's the kind of home run, if you're a pitcher, will really be frustrating. And you're quite jubilant if you're the guy who hit it, as Castro is, his first of the year.
Well, again, I mean, you got behind 3-2. I mean, there's a guy you got to just put away, get behind, and you got to pitch, out over the plate, just trying to go right at him. But he got it up. That's the fastball command, or lack of it, that Joe Madden was just talking about. The pitch was up, and he hits it into the seats right there. Ballpark effect, because you got the short wall down the line for the fans.
So right down the left field line for the home run. It's now 3-1 Chicago, and here's Beckham lining one to center. That's falling in front of BJ. BJ actually barehanded the ball on the one hop out there. So a base hit follows the home run. You could see Price shake his head after giving up that home run to Castro.
Well, he got it in the right spot. Obviously, down the line, it would have hit off the wall and been a double in most ballparks, but that's really not the point. The point is that was a bad pitch. It was up. He throws that ball down in the zone. It's a ground ball to Evan Longoria.
Here's Pierre bunting. Evan in to make the pickup and the throw to first. Down to second goes Beckham. Pena back to cover and take the throw. We'll take another look at the location of that home run pitch.
Hey, nothing wrong with challenging him. You got to challenge him, but look at the pitch. I mean, it's up. See Fox tracks. It's up in the zone.
There's Ramirez. He takes a breaking ball down. Ramirez has been on twice. He's singled and walked. Looper into center field. Upton is there to close, and he makes a throw back to second, safe. BJ wanted to unload that ball earlier than he did, but he just couldn't find himself in the proper position to do it, and he still made it close.
He did. You're exactly right. I mean, first of all, it's closing to stop it from dropping in for a base hit. He does that, but he couldn't quite get it out of the glove, but still makes a great play out of it, and it made it very close. He could have had the transfer clean the first time without the hitch there. He would have had a double play. It's a great effort right there by BJ.
So 2 outs, a nice running catch by Upton. Those are the things that he can bring defensively that are so valuable.
You're not kidding.
I mean, off the bat, that was a potential base hit.
And that's what Beckham thought at second base. That's why he almost got caught off.
So Beckham at second with 2 gone. Alex Rios up there. And the first pitch, a fastball first. 0-1 to count. Rios struck out swinging his first time, homered in the 4th. One and one.
One of the adjustments for Rios by lowering his hands to his belt is eliminates a hitch. If you start with your hands high and you have a natural hitch anyway, you got to get him back up into the hitting position. And that's how you eliminate a hitch. You can't go any lower because they're already low when he gets in the setup. See where they're at his belt? He can't go down any further, so he just brings them back and up. And he's right through the ball. See, that's a short swing. And that's why he's got his numbers back this year.
Catch up to a fastball instead of having that pitch in thrown by him.
That's right. When he had his hands up higher, he had that hitch. See, now he just brings them up and gets right to the ball. That's a big extension right there. It's a good-looking swing. That's Greg Walker helped him with that. Well, that's where he starts. I mean, he can't go any lower. He's already at the spot where he used to hitch to.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Now he just goes right from there, right back up to the hitting position to get through the ball. Eliminates that one more moving part, is what he does, and it makes his swing quicker.
Full count. There's the home run he hit. 2-run shot in the 4th inning.
It's a high slider right there that he got through. Good short, compact swing.
Ooh, a 3-2 breaking ball for ball 4. Pretty close. Rios draws the walk, and I think Jim Hickey, looking on, thought that might have been a strike.
Well, let's take a look at what we see from Fox Tracks right here. Did it go around the plate? No, it didn't.
That's a strike.
That's just a strike. The height was there. I mean, that's just a top part of the zone, but that's just a curveball right down the middle is what it is.
That's why Hickey had that look on his face.
Well, David shook his head, and he was right. So did Jaso. Jaso was heading to the dugout. The umpire got fooled. Chad Fairchild got fooled by it. Had to. Ball's right down the middle. I think even Rios was surprised.
And here's Paul Konerko. The pitch is a strike. Well, that's a tough pitch to miss right there because it prolongs the inning and gets another dangerous hitter up here.
Sure does. Makes David have to work awfully hard. I mean, he's got that pitch count already up now this inning.
You know, what Fairchild did, he gave up on that pitch.
Yeah, he did.
And made the call maybe too soon. He did the opposite of what Eric Cooper did at third base last night. Cooper just waited and waited and waited before he made a call.
That's right.
To let the action finish.
Well, umpires get fooled too. Sometimes they're looking for a fastball. They get a curve like that, and it's just a sweeping, slow curve, and it's right there. And you're right. You give up on it. You see it kind of outside, slow, and you figure it's going to be a ball, and it wraps around the outside corner.
And you know, and some breaking pitches break later than others.
Right.
And that's a pitcher wants a breaking pitch to break as late as it can.
Well, that's what I'm sure what happened right there. I think he saw a slow curve. Looked like it was outside, and you saw it clearly from the center field camera shot that it had plenty of the plate where it crossed the plate.
0-2 now. The count to Konerko upstairs with a fastball. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
You got a power pitcher like David Price behind the plate. I mean, umpires, and I've talked to umpires about, they're geared for number 1 too. And they make adjustments off the power fastball.
Up and away, a fastball. It's 2-2. Well, it was a great 3-2 breaking ball to throw to Rios. So he's at first on the walk. Beckham at second. 2-2 the count to Konerko.
Well, this is a big key right here at this ball game. Keep the game right here with the big home run guy up in the plate.
And a ground ball. Too short. Bartlett's tossed to Brignac, and he threw him a 2-2 curveball to get him. Bottom of the 5th coming. It's 3-1 Chicago. leads off the bottom of the 5th. He'll be followed by Reed Brignac and then Jason Bartlett. He takes a big cut and misses on the breaking ball.
Yeah, little slider first pitch right there. Pulled off of that one. Now he got a hanging slider that he hit for that triple to center field. He stayed on that one.
That one away. 1-1. Here's the Boss Man Jr. T-shirts distributed here tonight. 2-1.
I think Freddie Garcia was wondering where that pitch was too.
Came in with a changeup. A lot of breaking stuff. Slider, an occasional curveball, and a lot of changeups. They'll run the fastball in there for effect.
Well, you know, we keep track of pitches. The last fastball he threw was to Ben Zobrist in the 3rd inning. 88 miles an hour. He stood him up. That's the last fastball he's thrown. Everything else has been 79 to 83 miles an hour.
And this one is high. Threw a fastball there.
There's a second fastball he's thrown.
And he gives up the walk. BJ goes to first. We'll go to Todd Callis.
Dwayne, a special couple joins us tonight. We have Pete and Margaret Carasso, and they are celebrating. This whole suite is celebrating 60 years of marriage. Congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
And you guys are big Rays fans, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, we've all been Rays fans for years, ever since the ball club started.
55 years in this area, 60 years of marriage, but 55 years in this area. What's the key, Margaret? Is there a secret?
Not really.
Yeah, you guys are just best friends. Oh, the ground ball to second. Brignac gets thrown out at first on the double play, so B.J. Upton is wiped out on the double play. But you guys obviously have had 60 years of a lot of good times, and the Rays are part of it.
Oh yes.
So who put this whole shindig together here? Who put this party together here?
Our young son, Nick.
Nick put this. All the Grassos are all here in this suite. Everybody's here enjoying 60 years of marriage. Congratulations. 60 years. Congratulations on 60 years. Guys, back to you.
If there's a party going on, Todd Callis will find it, and he's found the biggest party going on at the ballpark tonight, I think, right there. 1-0 the count to Jason Bartlett. And a strike around the knees. A slider. Two and one. In the bottom of the 5th, the Rays are down by 2 runs. 2-2.
Okay, got a fastball, 88 miles an hour.
Yeah, you got a couple of them here in this sequence.
How about that?
Bartlett. And a double play ball out of Brignac. 2-2 to Jason. And a swing and a miss. That will retire the side. So we're through 5. 3-1 Chicago. Jones takes a strike. Jones is grounded to short and walked, and he takes a big cut and a fastball there. He was thinking home run, looking for number 398 with that cut.
Yeah, there's not too many fastballs that he won't swing at if they're close.
A ball, 2 strikes. And he pops it up. Grinyak out from second base. 1 away. Price had a couple of fairly high pitch counts in the 4th and 5th innings. He'd made only 28 pitches through the front 3 and then made 28 alone in the 4th inning. He's over 80 pitches now as he works 1 out into the 6th. 83 pitches, 82 on that count. I guess we should add 1 more, 83, and this will be the 84th pitch. High to Carlos Quentin. Cut from the fastball, and he let it out a little bit right there.
Sure did. Got above his hands right there. Carlos just, well, he couldn't catch up at all with that one.
2 balls and a strike. Here the Rays trail by a couple. Toronto leads Baltimore 3-0. Foul ball straight back over our heads here, and the count is 2-2. Baltimore hits in the 5th. The Blue Jays scored 3 in the 1st, and they lead 3-0. The Rays will be headed to Toronto on their next road trip. And this one hits Quentin in just a little bit. And not a pitch that was that far off or in. Quentin wasn't giving any ground on the pitch in, and he's hit by a pitch. This Sunday, be sure and tune in for a chance to bid on once-in-a-lifetime baseball experiences. It's the Rays broadcast auction. Proceeds benefit Hillsborough and Pinellas Education Foundations. Visit RaysBaseball.com to learn more about the Rays broadcast auction that'll be this Sunday. Jason Nix takes a pitch low. 1-0. Nix is grounded out and has been called out on strikes. Tie, 2-0.
And David's just letting out the 4-seam fastball this inning. 4th and 5th, he threw a lot of off-speed curveballs, some sliders.
2-1.
He turned that one over. That was a nice pitch right there. Some good tailing action.
Runner goes. The pitch is fouled. It was a fastball with Quentin breaking on the pitch. Other games of interest. The Yankees have a 2-1 lead on Cleveland. New York batting in the bottom of the 5th inning of that game. Here the Rays are down 3-1. Pitch stays wide, and the count goes to 3-2. Curveball that wouldn't break much. Kansas City has just scored 7 in the 4th inning at Boston, and they've taken a 9-5 lead.
They can hit. Those guys can hit. #1 hitting team in baseball. Quentin should be running. We'll see.
3-2, and it's popped up. Foul ball. Longoria is after it. They makes the catch. Quentin returns to first. So Nix fouls out.
Billy Butler, I believe, is the number 2 hitter in the American League right now.
Yeah, and you know who had a home run in that game for Kansas City is Yudesky Betancourt tonight. Even he's getting into the act. First pitch to the catcher, Castro, is a strike. He hit a home run right down the left field line his last time up.
Got a fastball up, 3-2 count. Hit the right spot to get a home run out of him. Short porch down there.
0-2, the foul ball. Three, 4-0 for Chicago. 1-2-0 for the Rays. 2 outs. Carlos Quentin at first. One and two. David starting to push 100 pitches now. He's at 97. That's something that Joe Madden, Jim Hickey will keep a close eye on with this young rotation.
Yeah, I think so.
It's foul. Still 1-2.
Couple of months, almost 2 months deep into the season. David has had a couple of games where he's gone 111, one time 119. But I don't think Joe Madden wants. He's had to work pretty hard tonight. I don't think he wants him to work that hard tonight.
And a popper, right side foul. Pena now Brignac, and Pena cannot grab it. He tried to reach across his body with his back to the infield, but he just could not get into position to make the catch. Thought for a moment that Brignac might have the angle coming out from second.
He had the best angle. And let's see, you see Carlos in the screen there. Brignac just kind of holds up. Brignac could have caught that, but I think Carlos must have been calling it. Brignac holds up. Let's see where the ball lands. He keeps going. He's got it, but he avoided a collision.
So it's a no play, but it keeps Castro alive at the plate with a 1-2 count. And he takes one low, and that is the 100th pitch of the night thrown by David Price.
Yeah, he's already gone 3 times around the lineup here as he gets the 8-hitter up here, Castro. So I think you see David go too many more pitches tonight.
Swing and a foul ball. He got just enough to stay alive. So the count remains 2-2. So Castro's just hanging in there by the skin of his teeth, if you will.
Yep. At the top of the fastball right there to stay alive. Good pitch down. That's where you want to live right there. That's the difference between a possible strikeout and a fly ball home run. The pitch that he hit out was about letter high.
2-2. He's out of there. Caught looking on a fastball that time to retire the side. Bottom of the 6th coming. 3-1 Chicago. Reed Brignac made it 1-0. About a 2-run homer in the fourth. Slider off the bat of Alex Rios, and then another home run in the fifth inning. A leadoff home run by Ramon Castro down the line and left has made it a 3-1 game. David Price and Freddie Garcia matched in this game. The Rays send top of the order Ben Zobrist to the plate to open the home half of the frame. And it's a 1-0 count to Zobrist. Zobrist, Crawford, and Jaso.
Crazy to bunch some hits. Been a while since they've bunched hits.
And a strike. And looking for his first hit tonight. And the Rays again tonight have seen a lot of off-speed stuff. Change-ups, sliders, a couple of curveballs, and a handful of fastballs.
Yeah, only a handful.
Mostly off-speed.
Yep. That fastball's just for show. Just to plant it in the back of your head that I still got that.
That's a base hit into right field off the bat of Zobrist. He singles off a changeup. Leadoff man is aboard right here. It's time for the Radio Shacks. What do you know? Did you know that Luis Gonzalez is the only player to hit a ball into the Rays tank? He did it on June 24th of 2007 as a member of the Los Angeles Dodgers. If anybody's going to do it, it's good to have a guy right here from Tampa Bay do it. Carl came close. He hit one off the facing of the Rays tank last night. Here's Crawford lifting a foul out of play. Hit a 1-0 pitch out in the first inning last night and almost made it into the tank.
Right off the plexiglass. That was a rocket he hit. Of course, he got a fastball. We haven't seen many fastballs tonight from Freddie Garcia.
And he sends a fly ball into short left center. It's going to be caught this time by Rios. Back to first goes Zobrist, and Rios, who saw Upton's triple hook away from him. This one had a little slice, but Crawford's out on a fine play by Rios.
Yeah, he made a nice play on it. A little slide right here, backhands it. Picks it off. That's a nice play. Home Depot doing more on defense right there. There's the play. Takes a base hit away from Carl Crawford.
Now John Jaso.
Good center fielder. He's a good athlete. 5'2" player.
Pitch is a strike to Jaso. Twice tonight, Jaso's hit the ball on the ground to second. The first time it started a double play. And he's behind in the count. 0-2. More off-speed stuff here from Garcia.
He almost like to run even 0-2, even though it's a pitch out count, just to stay out of a double play, because he's gotten Jason to hit the second base twice.
Upstairs. 1 ball and 2 strikes.
Might open up a hole out there too. A little run and hit play.
And Zobrist 9 out of 10 in the running game, and Garcia will be slow to the plate. Fly ball the other way into left, and Juan Pierre makes the catch. 2 outs. And back to first goes Zobrist. He's still over there after the leadoff single. Hitter's going to be Evan Longoria.
Well, this conversation is how to attack the Rays' best hitter and their big home run hitter. That's what this conversation's about right here. I think you'll see much the same. Just slider going away, change ups.
Evan had 2 hits last night, including the home run off a fastball. You know he's not going to see that.
No. Oh, he got a hanger. He got a backup slider.
Yep.
He can't expect that. It's just a hanger right there. It's just spinning.
There goes the runner, and the pitch swung on. Drive it deep to left. That ball is off the wall. Pierre has trouble corralling it. Zobrist will score. Into second goes Longoria. And the Rays get their second run of the night. It's a 3-2 ball game. Longoria hits a double off the wall in left, and he didn't miss a home run by much. Now 3-2 Chicago.
Let's take a look. That's another hanger. He got 2 hangers in a row. He got it off the end of the bat and still hit it off the wall. He supplied all the power. Evan did. Look at that. Right off the top of the fencing right there, above the green wall. He missed by about 6 inches from going out. And he didn't get all of that. He hit that a little bit off the end, but it was another hanging slider, back-to-back hangers, and that's what great hitters do with a hanging breaking ball.
So Evan drives in his 40th run of the year with the double off the top of the fence. Here's Carlos Pena. Takes one away. Change up, 1 ball, no strikes. The Rays with a run in the 3rd, now a run in the 6th. Two and 0. Joaquin Benoit is up in the Rays bullpen. There's Garcia and Castro have a little conversation in front of the mound.
That's going to get the bullpen, I think, going for Chicago.
We see some stirring down there. Santos, boy, he's made a quick transition. There's a hard-throwing right-hander, Sergio Santos.
That'll be a contrast when he comes in, won't it?
Sure will. This guy only started pitching last year. Ground ball right side. Beckham from the outfield a few steps deep makes the play. Pena's out of there. The Rays are finished. They pick up a run. Car insurance. Visit us at geico.com or call 1-800-947-AUTO. By the Florida Department of Transportation. Drunk driving, over the limit, under arrest. By Buddy's Home Furnishings, where there's no credit needed and up to 6 months, same as cash. And by Dodge Ram Trucks, award-winning Ram trucks plus a new heavy duty, making one of the most powerful lineups in Ram history. We go to the 7th, and that first pitch was a ball to Gordon Beckham. He's 1 for 2. He singled in the 5th. 2-0. Beckham and then Pierre and Ramirez.
I think Joe would like David Price to face 2 hitters in this inning.
2-1.
Pierre on deck.
And he's at 105 pitches, 3 pitches into the 7th. Yeah, they've got the lefty Pierre, and then Ramirez due to hit 3rd. And a poppered short fly ball to right near the line, and Zobrist makes the catch. That's the first out here in the top of the 7th inning. Benoit stays ready. Right now, Todd Callis is ready. He's found another party, I bet.
Dwayne, how did you know?
That's who you are.
That's who. Well, we're in the party deck, so there's got to be a party. Bachelorette party.
Oh, perfect.
Jen, right?
Yes, Jen.
Jen, what's going on here? Tell us how you decided to celebrate the Bachelorette party at Tropicana Field.
Well, the Rays are always winners, so I thought I'd bring my girls of winners here tonight to celebrate becoming the future Mrs. Anderson.
The future Mrs. Anderson.
Yes.
Not our announcer, Brian Anderson.
No, not Brian, although Lars is a huge fan.
Okay, so Lars, and so this is your Bachelorette party. How's it going? Having a good time?
We're having a blast. Yeah, we've had a dance-off downstairs, and yeah.
Well, what about a little ground ball foul here? We got to, still pay attention to the game a little bit. Ground ball foul here. It's 0-2. The count to Juan Pierre. Now, when are you getting married, actually?
November 20th.
Not till November.
Yeah.
So in theory, we could have this once a month. We could do like a.
If you'd like, Todd, I'll be here every week.
Guys, it's not till November. They've got a lot of time, and they're having a great time on tonight's Bachelorette party. Congratulations, Jen.
Thank you so much, Todd.
Back to you, Dwayne.
Hey, nothing like planning ahead and leaving plenty of time for parties. There's a little tap back to the mound, and Price will make the toss. So 2 up, 2 down in the 7th inning. So Price has retired Beckham and Pierre. And Joe Madden from the Rays dugout taking a look down toward the bullpen. Alexei Ramirez will be the hitter.
This is probably, I believe it's going to be his last hitter.
Ramirez a single walked and out on a fine running catch in center by Upton. Pitch up and away, 1 ball, no strikes.
I don't think David will face Rios a 4th time tonight. He's had a couple of good at-bats against him, including that 2-run home run.
Ooh, there's a strike. A little bit of a delayed call by Chad Fairchild, but a strike all the way, and it's a 1-1 count. Ground ball back to the mound. And the toss to first in time to retire the side. 1, 2, 3. 7th inning stretch time. 3-2. Hank Blaylock in there to lead it off, fouling the first pitch away. Blaylock twice has struck out as Freddie Garcia has featured a lot of off-speed stuff tonight, particularly to Hank Blaylock in his 2 at-bats. David Price with a 1-2-3 top half of the inning. So let's see if the Rays can score a couple runs and make Price the pitcher of record on the positive side of the ledger.
Yeah, Freddie Garcia right back out there, just gutting it out. The bullpen is behind him still, but he was able to get Carlos Pena on 3 changeups. 2-0 pitch was a changeup that he grounded second base with a tying run at second.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Another changeup. It's been what Blaylock has seen the most of tonight. And he got him. Stayed right with that and strikes him out for the 3rd time. Another changeup.
He's showing about 80% changeups tonight. That's one right there. There's a little backdoor breaker to Ben Zobrist. Changeup to Pena. Changeups to Blaylock all night long. That was a slider. And another changeup.
Now B.J. Upton. Pitch is upstairs. He threw him a slider. I tell you, after you see all of those changeups, you see a slider up, even if it's out of the strike zone, you want to attack it immediately.
That's right.
Ground ball to short. Ramirez throws out Upton. 2 up, 2 down. So the bases are empty. 2 gone.
Yeah, 2 quick ones right there. I mean, it's not about pitch count. Freddie Garcia only has 83 pitches now.
That's right.
So, I mean, he's got plenty left.
Brainiac drove in a run with a base hit in the 3rd. And a strike on the outside corner. Of course, it's an off-speed pitch to a left-handed hitter. It's another changeup. 2. Garcia. At one time in his career, that healthy fastball, 94 was nothing to him. 95, sometimes
Absolutely.
greater than that.
Oh, yeah. That's why he was an 18-game winner.
Brainiac fouls it. Still nothing in 2 the count.
He always had the great changeup, but then he used to throw 95. That's what Joe Madden was talking about earlier in the game. And that's when he was a big-time winner. That's why he was sought after in that Randy Johnson deal. We got Freddie Garcia and Carlos Guillen and John Halama, a lefty.
It's low. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Yeah, no sooner did he arrive in Seattle than he was a 17-game winner almost.
Right. Was it 17? Was that his
immediately? No, he won 18 games one year with the Mariners as well, but he got there and won 17.
Right out of the chute. Yep.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And I'll tell you, he's a guy out of Venezuela. You know, the Astros signed a lot of young, talented players out of Venezuela. And the Rays have inherited that group of guys who found all those young players.
Oh, that's good news.
The 2-2 and a cut and a miss. Brainiac is out on strikes, and a changeup gets him. 1-2-3 go the Rays.
Hall and Oates 7:10 game. A little later start than some of the other concert series. You can log on to RaysBaseball.com or call 888-FAN-RAYS for your tickets. Here is our text poll tonight, brought to you by Ottaway. Of all the Hall and Oates songs, which one is your favorite? TB1, Kiss on My List. TB2, Private Eyes. TB3, Man-Eater. TB4, Say It Ain't So. TB5, Rich Girl. Text your vote to 789-789, guys.
Joaquin Benoit, the new pitcher, in the first pitch. Right back to the mound as Rios tried to check his swing. So Benoit, one pitch, one out, as the hard-throwing right-hander makes his 10th appearance of the year.
Yeah, how good has he been? No earned run average, 14 strikeouts in 9 innings, and only 2 walks. 0.71 against. Wow. Stay healthy.
Absolutely. Paul Konerko. That pitch is in there for strike one.
Yeah, good little slider right there. It's also what he threw to Rios.
Well, he's had that good live fastball with the slider, and then that great changeup, that Bosch ball, as he references it.
Freddie
He's had a good changeup tonight. Wow.
Well, he might be done, and bullpen is still up for the. Looking down there right now for the White Sox. I don't know. He looks like he's got plenty left to me.
Yeah.
See what Joey Cora elects to do.
There's a strike on the outside part of the plate. Well, Joey Cora managing in the absence of Ozzie Guillen, who missed this game for his son's graduation, and Sergio Santos continues to throw in the bullpen.
Well, I got to believe he's coming in because it's the 3rd time he's been up. He was up in the 6th and he was behind Freddie in the 7th, so now he's up again. So usually when you get a guy up 3 times, you either shut him down for the game if you don't use him, or you bring him in.
And Konerko misses the slider. He's out on strikes. 2 gone.
Wow, that's a big sweeping slider right there. That thing just ran away from Paul Konerko. It started on the inside corner and finished off the outside corner.
Here's Andrew Jones. Pitch is up, a fastball. 1 ball, no strikes. Right by him. 1-1.
Yeah, and a good thing it was a ball above his hands. Sandra was opening up. Still, 3 short of 400 home runs, and he's taking his shots at it tonight when he gets a fastball.
Look out. The ball is foul, and the bat through the on-deck circle.
I mean, he is letting it fly when he sees something straight. See if Joaquin Benoit throws that slider that he's been throwing to the Rios and Konerko, but he got a fastball again, a little bit away from him, and he got extension all right to the backstop.
2 outs, bases empty. 1-2 the count. He did throw the slider. Jones laid off, and it's 2-2.
He could also throw that changeup. Don't always have to just throw it to lefties.
Full count. Santos continues to throw in the bullpen for the White Sox. He's now joined by Matt Thornton, the hard-throwing left-hander. 3-2 to Jones. worked 7, gave up 3 runs, 4 hits, struck out 4, walked 4, hit a man, surrendered 2 homers, made 113 pitches. And Benoit's 3-2 to Jones. And the chopper back to the hill. Drops it, picks it up, and flips to Pena. Hits a 1-2-3-8. Rays come again to hit in the bottom of the inning, trailing. Checkers, little place, big taste. And by Tobacco-Free Florida. Escape the addiction of tobacco. Be free. Visit FloridaQuitline.com. Back at Tropicana Field with Kevin Kennedy, Dwayne Stats with you, Todd Callis and Brian Anderson around as well. Rays down by a run as they come in to hit in the bottom of the 8th inning. They're going to face Sergio Santos. He's been a quick study throwing hard out of the White Sox bullpen.
Yeah, look at that. 21 strikeouts in 17 1/3. The ERA is just a half a run right there at 167 batting average against with a very live arm.
Jason Bartlett will be the first man to face him. And the pitch is a strike, a slider. Santos was a hitter until last year. He played over 770 games in the minor leagues as a hitter. He's quickly behind. And then last year, he had 4 stops in the farm system of the White Sox as a pitcher. Was 0-3 with an .816 earned run average, pitching for the first time in his career last year. And he's been lights out in their bullpen. Piece of it foul.
And look at this, right out of the chute, 3 sliders in a row to Jason Bartlett.
And he's got a great fastball.
Yeah, I mean, he comes right out of the chute to the number 9 hitter, and respecting that Jason hasn't really hit like he did last year, but he can hit a fastball.
Oh, look out. That pitch up and in, and Bartlett goes down. And I think that caught part of the plate umpire.
I thought it might have got him right in the mask. Straight on.
Chad Fairchild trying to collect his thoughts. Let's take a look at this.
I don't think there was a glove on it. Right between, yeah, right in the mask.
Goodness.
Right at the bottom of the mask. Right in between Bartlett and Castro, couldn't get a glove on it.
That is a direct hit. Boy, that is scary.
Oh, man. I mean, You think about throwing a 97 fastball right into a guy's mask from 60 feet away. I'll tell you what, even though you have the mask, you can get a concussion out of that.
Yeah, and that's Mike Riley, the crew chief, the veteran down there talking with Fairchild. He's just been added full-time this year to the Major League staff. He has a number of years filling in on the Major League level. Let's take another listen to this.
Oh, man.
Oh, I'm telling you, we are happy that he's all right, because it could have been a lot worse. And Bartlett is out on strikes. A slider up. One away.
Yeah, I saw Kerwin Danley get one in the mask in Dodger Stadium on a cross-up. Same way, just straight into the mask, about 97 miles an hour, and he was laid out. He had a concussion. He had some time off. It took him to the hospital immediately.
Now Ben Zobrist faces Santos. Well, you've got to be ready for that fastball, and if he gives you anything else, good luck.
Yeah, kidding.
"17 of his 18 prior outings have been scoreless."
Tell you what, I mean, they're respecting Ben's ability to turn a fastball around. Those are a couple of off-speed. Those are changeups, first two pitches.
And he's under this one. Fly ball for Rios in center. Well, he's retired the first two hitters he's faced on sliders.
Yeah.
But with that fastball, you know it's there. So two gone, and now Cora comes out to make a pitching change. He wants the lefty. Call to the bullpen brought to you by Metro PCS, wireless for all. Baseball, Albert Pujols and the Cardinals take on Alfonso Soriano and the Cubs. A showdown between bitter National League Central rivals. Fox Saturday Baseball, presented by Budweiser, returns this week at 4 p.m. Eastern. Carl Crawford now against another hard thrower, the left-hander Matt Thornton in here. The fastball is wide. A strike, mid-90s fastball. I think by our count, Kevin, Santos threw one fastball in the time he was at.
That's all he threw.
Crawford fouls it. Now balled in 2 strikes.
And this guy's tough. I mean, he's got 28 strikeouts in 19 innings. And only 4 walks.
upstairs. 2-2. Rays have had Balfour and Soriano throwing in their bullpen. Carl fouls one out of play. Rays led 1-0. They scored a run in the third. The White Sox got 2 in the fourth, 1 in the fifth, and the Rays 1 in the sixth. So we take a peek into the Rays bullpen there. 2-2 again to Carl, and he's out on strikes on a 96-mile-per-hour fastball. The .3-2 the score. The White Sox lead the Rays. We go to the ninth inning. Wade Davis will be doing the pitching tomorrow for the Rays in Game 3 of this 4-game series. John Denks, the left-hander, pitches for Chicago. We'll be with you on Sun Sports in high definition, beginning at 6:30 with our pregame coverage. Todd and Brian will be outdoors for that pregame. Grant Balfour, pitcher number 3 for the Rays tonight. Price for 7, Benoit for perfect 8th, and now Balfour in the ninth.
21st appearance for Grant. Averaging a strikeout an inning, and the control this year has been really good. Good command of his fastball. Only 2 walks.
Carlos Quentin will lead it off against him. And he looks at a fastball for a strike.
Right on the corner. He's been doing a lot of that this year. A good location with his fastball.
And he's out there again on the edge with a fastball. 0-2. 2 very good pitches to start this sequence.
And he's been showing a pretty good put-away slider, too.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Fouled back. Another fastball. J.J. Putz is up in the bullpen for the White Sox now. There he is. Recall Putz from his closing days with the Mariners. And a swing and the ball getting away. Throw down to first. He is safe as Pena had to stretch to the foul side of the bag and leave the bag. allowing Quentin to reach on the strikeout.
Let's see what happened here with John Jaso on this pitch. Well, he went back to the backstop, but let's see the pitch. A little wide of the bag right there. I think Quentin was safe anyway, but let's take a look. Fastball, he was looking for a fastball in and just ticked off his glove right there as Quentin swung at it.
So a strikeout and a pass ball, allowing Quentin to reach.
You want to keep that game right here, down 1 run.
Yeah, Nix will be lifted. Omar Vizquel will pinch hit for him, and the White Sox are going to try to play for a run here to make it a 2-run game. Vizquel comes on to bat against Balfour.
Yeah, playing some small ball right here. Get another run for their bullpen. Bullpen actually has been pretty good for the White Sox this year.
Vizquel, and this ball gets away, and to the backstop. Quentin goes down to second.
Wow, almost identical. 2 in a row right there. He's not tracking it into his glove. Again, he's trying to go outside. You see Jason left his head up there. You got to track it right into the glove.
So
leaving his head out in front where the bat is, you got to track it all the way in, and by the time he does, it's too late. It's by him.
So now we have 2 pass balls on consecutive pitches. Madden out there. Choate just got up in the bullpen. Vizquel, the pinch hitter for Nix. With a 1-0 count, and that runner already up to second base.
One of the best bunters in the game, Omar Vizquel. And he'll still try to bunt here now. He'll try to make Evan field it. Joe Madden went out there. Let's see if they put a version of the wheel play on where Evan would charge and Pena would charge and Bartlett would cover third. Try to get that lead runner. But if you break too soon, Vizquel can handle the bat. He'll swing it. Got to chop one through the infield.
43 years old, Omar Vizquel. And he started to go and offered on the appeal, says Bill Miller. That's a strike.
Yeah, he was swinging. Take a look right here. Yeah, he went. Definitely.
Vizquel wearing number 11. Ozzie Guillen at 13. Vizquel, here's number 11, fouls it up the right side and broke his bat. That number 11 honors Louis Aparicio, the Hall of Fame shortstop from Venezuela. In fact, Vizquel now has 2,674 hits as a shortstop, and that ties him with Luis Aparicio for second all time for shortstops. Runner at second, nobody out, 1-2 the count. And he lifts a fly ball into short right. Zobrist makes the catch. Quentin tagged, but he'll hold. Still at second now with 1 away.
Interesting that Vizquel was allowed to swing the bat. I still thought he'd bunt. I thought Joey Cora would make him bunt.
Take a look at tonight's Miller Lite Taste Great in this moment. It would be the difference in the game right now. Ramon Castro hit a 3-2 pitch. Just clear down the left field line for a home run in the 5th. For the 3rd Chicago run. It's 3-2 right now. And he bats against Balfour. Taps it towards short. Bartlett with the pickup and the throw to first. Over to third goes Quentin. He's there with 2 outs now.
That was a good read by Quentin because the ball wasn't hit hard. You thought at first maybe Bartlett had to play at third, but he did the right thing. Jason throwing over to first base. Slow chopper right here. Take a look. Get some top spin right there. He reads it and takes off, and Jason Bartlett's only play was to first.
It's Gordon Beckham. Another fastball on the outside part of the plate. That's a strike.
This is where John Jaso now with 2 pass balls in this inning, runner at third, has to really make sure he tracks that good fastball of Balfour right into his glove, and you got to get on the balls of your feet a little bit more too.
This is low.
Ball,
1 strike.
You can't sit with your tail on the ground now with a runner at third base. When you get on the balls of your feet more, you have more range with your glove hand too. You don't get locked in between your knees with your elbow, your left elbow.
Swing and a miss. Fastball moving away from him. And that's some nice little action on it.
Sure did. Well, this could be a big save right here if they don't score, because there's some good movement fading away from Beckham. One-run game is huge.
It's low. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Two and 2 now. Foul. Defensive swing as Beckham stays alive.
I want to explain something about tracking, because what catchers do, when I mean track it into your glove, is they leave their eyesight out where the bat is, where the swing of the bat is, and if you have late movement. Now tonight Balfour has really late movement. If you keep your eyesight 2 feet out in front and you don't turn your head and follow it right into your glove, that's when you get those pass balls. That's why pitchers with good movement are really tough. You got to make sure you lock. Just like Pete Rose used to look the ball into the glove as a hitter. Same thing as a catcher.
It's going to be out of play. Another foul ball holding the count. 2-2. Carlos Quentin is the runner at third. We're in the top of the 9th. It's a 1-run game. Fastball, and it's foul into the stands.
A lot of fastballs in the same location. Every pitch is the same spot away.
Two again, and blocked by Jaso. So it's a full count.
There's a save right there. Here's the slider. But see his head. See, John's head was even up on that one. The glove was down, but his head was out, looking toward Balfour.
This will be the 9th pitch of the at-bat coming to Gordon Beckham. And a line drive base hit into left. That will score Quentin. And it's a 4-2 ball game. So Beckham lines a fastball into left and picks up his 2nd hit of the night.
Yeah, they tried to go the same spot too many times for me. There's just no change of eye level. And that one was just right down the middle. But, you know, it's tough to throw 6-7 pitches in the same spot in the big leagues. And all of them fastballs except for one slider.
Now Juan Pierre.
You certainly don't see the Rays getting 7 fastballs in the same spot, do you?
Well, you don't see him get 7 fastballs in the entire game if Garcia's pitching.
That's right.
I mean, it'd be interesting to see how many he actually threw tonight, because he threw a ton of changeups and sliders and curveballs and a few fastballs, but not many.
I think he threw about 4 or 5.
This one is down and in to Pierre. 1-0.
That's a huge run in this game.
It's inside, 2-0. Fair walk back in the first. Officially 1 for 3. Put down a sacrifice in the 5th inning.
You know, if you're going to pitch with one pitch, you got to pitch around the rectangle. Then it's okay if you want to go fastball all the time, but you got to pitch around the rectangle, up and in, down and away.
Snap throw to first, and the runner's back in. So Jaso to Pena, and Beckham got back ahead of the tag.
Nice effort, but Beckham able to get back.
2-1 the count to Pierre. That last pitch a strike. Now it's 3-1. Alexei Ramirez on deck. That's ball 4 low. Two men on now with a run home and 2 men out. Alexei Ramirez is going to be the hitter. Ramirez singled in the first. He walked to lead off the 4th and came home 2 pitches later when Alex Rios hit a home run. So he's 1 for 3 tonight. The pitch is low and outside. 1 ball, no strikes. Balfour's made 25 pitches in this inning. At third, backhanded. Longoria's throw, scooped by Pena to retire the side, and boy, that's a dandy play. Longoria taking a potential extra base hit away. To 2. How about this? Those comeback wins in the American League this year. The Rays, the Royals, and the Blue Jays. And here's John Jaso. They're facing the tough lefty and Matt Thornton. And there's Omar Vizquel in at third. Pitch to Jaso. A ball, no strikes. A fastball misses. Thornton came on in the 8th and got Crawford to end the inning. There's a strike. It's 1-1.
Well, you know, with Thornton, if you're John Jaso, you're going to get something hard at least. But he's got the upper 90s fastball.
And a wave and a miss at that fastball. 1-2. Strike 3 call. Jaso caught looking. Hard stuff right there. Second strikeout for Thornton.
That's just paint right there.
Now it's Evan Longoria. Longoria in the 6th inning just missed by inches tying this game. You see he's 0 for 3 lifetime against Thornton with a strikeout. Right now the Rays are down by 2, 4-2, so they need a base runner. And there it is, a base hit into right. Longoria serves a single into right field. That's his second hit.
Yeah, that's just good thinking. You know you're going to get something hard. It's a 2-run lead for the White Sox, and just try to get on base. Nice short swing. Look at this. The fastball, they're trying to go in. The ball was in, but he got his hands inside it. He doesn't need a home run. He needs a base runner. That's a good swing by Evans. See, that was not a home run swing. He's just trying to get something going here. But by that extra run that the White Sox got, see, it allowed Matt Thornton to go back out there and not J.J. Putz. So he's able to face 2 lefties in this inning.
Well, there's Carlos Pena. Pena takes it down. A ball and no strikes. Well, Thornton has been tough on lefties. Just 6 out of 40 on the year coming into this outing. And a foul ball back on a fastball, and Carlos had a pretty good cut at that fastball.
Yeah, he did.
There.
Yeah, he did. I mean, fastball, slider, and cutter, what Thornton has. I mean, there's a fastball that Carlos had a very good swing at. I mean, that's really what Carlos wants. He doesn't mind hard.
I'd like to see another fastball in that spot. And a foul ball back. Boy, that's another good cut.
He had 2 shots at it right there.
Look at this. 2 pitches in about the same spot.
Yeah.
That went a little more away, but.
Yeah, fastball's up and away, but good swings. But now, of course, 1 and 2, he can go even wider. He could throw his hard slider right here. Shaking to the fastball. Castro's just making Thornton shake his head to make Carlos think he's throwing a breaking ball. But in reality, he wants to go power on power here, fastball away, just like he did on Jaso.
It's a 1-2 count. Carlos fouls the fastball back.
Now, you see what Castro did, pounding the glove in the ground? That was not for Matt Thornton. That was for Carlos to think he was going to throw a slider in the dirt. Watch this. It's just smart. See that? That's not for Matt Thornton. That's for Carlos Pena to make Carlos think, oh, they're going to throw a 1 and 2 slider in the dirt here. Carlos wasn't fooled by that, though. Those tricky catchers.
They are. You got to keep an eye on them.
You do. That's smart, though. Of course, their other catcher, A.J. Brzezinski's right there with that kind of stuff.
Yes, he is.
Castro probably learned it from A.J.
The 1-2 again. And Carlos is called out on strikes. Fastball got him looking. 2 gone.
Hey, look at this pitch right here. Very similar to what John Jaso saw right on the corner. Matt Thornton has a really nice compact delivery, too. Boy, he can repeat his delivery. Great arm slot.
Now the pinch hitter will be Willie Ibar. He'll hit for Hank Blaylock. Rays down to their final out. And the pitch is fouled off Willie's foot. Longoria was on his way to second. Strike one. It's Ibar hooked up against the hard-throwing lefty Matt Thornton. Well, he's 0 for 5 against Thornton with 3 strikeouts. And the pitch is up. Longoria into second base on indifference. It's a 1-1 count.
Now you might as well take the bag because it just makes it, if it's hit to the left side, the longer throw across the infield.
Too high. 2-1. Bottom of the ninth. Rays trail 4-2. Ibar hits it on the ground to third. Mescal's got it. His throw to first, and this game is over. The White Sox have taken the second game of the series. It's a 4-2 final for the Rays in the ninth. No runs, a hit, and a man left. A 4-2 final. Garcia's going to get the win. Price will suffer the loss. Garcia's 4-3. Price now 7-2. And the Rays record stands at 33-16. It took 2 hours and 35 minutes to play it, and our checkers double of the game. Evan Longoria's bid to tie it in the 6th inning. A double off the wall in right field. Just missed a home run by inches. That's our checkers double of the game. So the series is even at a game apiece. The Rays winning last night 5-1. And Chicago taking this one 4-2. With you tomorrow, our coverage begins at 6:30. Game 3 of the 4-game series. Wade Davis against John Danks. Now for Kevin Kennedy and Todd Callis, Ryan Anderson, Wayne Stats. Hope you've enjoyed the telecast, if not the outcome. Rays Live, the postgame, is coming up next. And we will see you there. White Sox beat the Rays 4-2.